I guess day 3, I'm gonna do my official walk around of the site. It's just kind of been go the last 2 days, and I've dealt with batteries, flat tires, and all kinds of other junk and rain, so I've gotten a late start every day. But anywho, kind of what everything is mowed is going to be graded, prepped, or possibly Harley raked, and then we're going to seed and straw it. I'm going to clean up all the little saplings and underbrush around these trees. I'm going to keep the cedar, and I think that's a dogwood or a redbud, but like all this little crap's going to come out. And then it was kind of, I don't know, never really, like I said, rough graded or anything. I ended up actually cutting this little trough through here, I think when they were building the house, because all the water was just kind of sitting here. So I got to fill that back in and then strip all the grass and junk and the weeds off of here and clean this back up. But yeah, like he said, it was just basically rock and nothing here. About July or August, all this crabgrass and ragweed just popped up. But this will be kind of the side yard area. That's, I guess, where the leach field and stuff is at. That's why it got cleared out. He didn't really care to have that big of a side yard, but that's what he's got now. And then we extended the back, kind of that tree line. I still got to rake and clean up all this junk around these trees. And then, like I said, just rough grade everything and then bring in dirt and seed. And then I guess we're going to blow straw on all of it. We need to cut a little bit better of a swell, because they were kind of having some issues there with the water, so I'm going to try to maybe notch a little bit of this out and around. It actually looks like they got it set up to drain across the driveway there, so I may just need to scratch the grass off and kind of look at that and see. But now he's got his landscaping in. I think there's a couple little lines that aren't real deep, so we may not be able to cut down a whole lot between there and the shop. And then I got all this mess. This will be what's going in the borrow pit hole. That we're gonna try to pile up and burn. And yeah, I have all my attachments. That's his brother's brush cutter. I don't know what brand that is, but I really like that one. And then once we're done with the yard, I don't know if we're gonna do the whole thing. He'd like to, but I think it's at least gonna be from the back of the shop all the way past my trucks where the borrow pit hole is. We're gonna fill in, and that pile is gonna move. But he wants to Harley rake and smooth out this whole thing, because you can't really tell with the grass. But I drove back there last night to clear out a spot for his deer blind, and it is rough. There's just ruts and holes, and I don't know what was up here before. It wasn't a house before, but I don't know if somebody just kind of kept this brush hog down. But yeah, it was rough in the loader. I can only imagine on like a 0-turn mower. It's a good sized little lot, so I kind of wish I had the dozer still to slick this up. But I think we're actually going to rent a Harley rake again and just try to run over it, because I think that'll do better than what the preparator would, trying to rip this grass up and loosen all this up. And then he's actually got some more down in the front, but it's going to end up being, what do we figure? I think 3 or 4 acres of, we're not going to put a lot of dirt out here. This is just going to kind of be the out yard, but just try to smooth it back up and get the bigger rocks off the top. But yeah, it'll probably be a 3 or 4 acre grading yard and seed. We're still going to seed and straw this area too, so lots of seed, lots of straw. It helps to have the camera recording, but we're going to try to burn some of this brush we got. He had some old stuff out here in the woods that he wanted cleaned up, so I think we can put that on there first, kind of get a good core going, and then just start putting a little bit of this green stuff on top of it. Is my plan. that's kind of what I was going to work on next, is get the loader going, pick those piles up, and get this brush moved, and start trying to kind of rough grade the yard. And I'll probably, I don't make a ton of maintenance videos, but I'll probably make a video changing the battery in this. And I do have a few guys that watch that own this exact same machine, so I don't know, anytime I got to work on it, I try to make a video to kind of help them out. It's a little annoying in this machine. I guess this is one of the things that kind of drives me nuts with this Takeuchi. But in saying that, the TL12s, I think all of them now have a little panel on the outside of the machine that you can unbolt and get right to the battery. Because right now it's in that bag. I actually got to take the fan shroud out, and then I got to disconnect the radiator hoses so the radiator will swing completely out of the way. Because that battery is like that long, and it's all the way up to the side. So that was what I thought when I first changed it. Excuse me. I was like, man, if they'd ever just made like a panel on this side, you can pop this thing right out, and what do you know, the 12s, I think the 10s, 12s, and the V2s and the R2s all have it. I don't know about the 8s, I'll have to look. But yeah, now they all have it, so I like to take credit for their design, but that wasn't the case. So like I said, I'll still probably make a video. I'll probably end up doing that this weekend. Because I'll probably just run it this week on this job, just jump in the mornings and try to get by. Just so I can finish this up. Get all my brush staged over here. Set this stuff right there. Dirt mixed in with some of this. So yeah, we'll get finish getting this moved, and then jump in the loader and start cleaning that up. Maybe I'll get you guys some actual different footage and camera angles. It's kind of just been. Alright, well, we'll pull over here and jump start the loader, which I can't really complain because I think that battery's been in there. I need to look it up and see it. It's got to be every bit of 6 years or better. So we'll get over here and get this thing jumped and get the loader rolling. actually have a panel right here. You just unbolt and can get right to it. But in 2011, they didn't have that, so you just got to make the best of it.